Hi, I'm Skype's Timelines, and this is, well, it's not an episode of any particular series. This is just me showing another city that I just finalized. So there is a close to zero, but not exactly 0% of chance that you might have actually seen this city before. This is the first videos on my channel are about this city. It's falsely named as Ösju. And the first videos were about this. There was just time lapse videos with no explanation, I think, or any kind of commentary or whatever. And now that I've done like 2 challenges recently, I just thought that I probably should get back to the unfinished cities that I do have on my account and finalize them before going to the 2 last ones, 2 last bigger ideas that I do have. I did remember that I got actually quite close with Ösju, especially regarding the urban area. So, and I was actually quite right. This looks fairly good to me and quite detailed, actually. But then there was a struggle with the rural areas, especially the farming, and I do think that my original idea was to make the entire ep.1 tiles work, but I do remember also struggling with the functionality of the edge tiles and so I just decided to scrap that idea. Also, I do remember that I wanted to make a better farming areas, like on the outskirts of the city. But there was also another issue, which was this: there is no. I hit a tree limit, so I couldn't plant any new trees on this map. And since that's also about the very small trees, it's about the bushes. They are like game technically trees as well. I couldn't plop any new ones, and if you watched in Norin the series, you know that my farming areas or countryside kind of needs trees to make the illusion of the fields existing. So there's that. So that kind of seemed like useless sort of, how do you say, balancing, like taking trees out from there just to be able to put them in there and there. Kind of pointless. So after all, it just turned out to be quite minor fixes around the city. But I think it's actually turned quite nice. When I was actually going through this city for the first time in a couple of years, I noticed that compared to Norindus, I think there is some better sense of realism in this, but it all comes down to the fact that I used mods in this city, and especially the mod that allows me to make these growable buildings ploppable ones. So I could just select these, and as you can see, each district do have their sort of like building height. It's a bit more natural looking building selection that I didn't use in the renders all that much. So that kind of gives this a bit more realistic vibe. But then on the other hand, the road hierarchy or road structure, if you will, and stuff like that, or especially those huge bike paths going here and there, is kind of like unrealistic one. Also, I actually had to struggle with some odd issues. Me reloading this map a couple of times and trying to find the correct mods that do actually still function this day. The game has lost the European themed high density stuff, which I had to replace with the Brooklyns and Queens buildings. They worked very well, I gotta say, but it was sad that I had to change that. And even more so, some of the unique buildings had also disappeared. And most crucially, the town hall had to be changed to the countryside one, and that town hall is quite a lot smaller and, I don't know, more anticlimactic. Let's put it that way. So yeah, but I think this city is ready. This city was actually quite easy to finalize. The next one that I'm going to tackle is a much bigger city, and it has still quite a lot of space to do. Like, this was practically ready, just minor tweaks here and there. So yeah, I think this next city is going to take a whole lot more time to finalize, and probably more than one episode. But here you have it. This was the Ösju overflight. Quite happy with it at the end of the day. Thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe and stuff.